Hello, welcome into another Great Curves workout. This next 30 minutes is dedicated to you, to get you stronger, get that cardio up so we can burn some calories. So today's workout is a walking workout. So it's a lower intensity, but that doesn't mean you still can't work up a sweat. So make sure you got your water and your towel and everything nearby. And let's go ahead and get started. We're just gonna march in place to start getting that body warmed up. So knees, arms, just like that. Hope everybody's having a great day. I'm happy to have everyone here with me. Make sure you got your pedometers on, your step counters to see how many steps you walked during the class. So if I take a peek, I'm at 470. That's my starting point. All right, so let's go ahead and reach overhead. So we're reaching overhead and then tapping out from side to side. So it's a reach with a tap. Stretching the arm over your head so we can really stretch out those shoulders. Tapping those feet out to get those steps in. And I want you breathing. Keep reaching. And you can go as fast or as slow as you need to. Now let's go to the side. So tap and reach to the side. Like you're stretching toward the sides of the room. There you go. So step and reach. This is stretching out your upper back, your mid back, those shoulders and arms. You can do this. All right, keep going. Couple more here. All right, so let's do a wide step. So this is kind of like a butt kicker modified. So bring those heels up to that bum as you pull your arms back. Squeezing those rhomboids together. Those are your big old back muscles. Those are important for so many reasons. That heavy lifting, carrying large items. Those grandkids or kids. Keep kicking that bum side to side. And really reach and squeeze and pull. Squeeze and pull. You can go as fast or as slow as you need to. But remember, the more we step, the more steps we get. And I'm all about getting my 10,000 steps every day. You got this. Keep going. Squeeze and pull. Make sure you're breathing. All right, almost there. All right, so now we're going to do a couple jogging in place, followed by 2 jumping jacks. Couple jogging in place, 2 jumping jacks. So again, some cardio here. And the jogging doesn't have to be exact, however many reps you want to do, but then you do want to add 2 jumping jacks. 1, 2. So jog in place, and then 2 jumping jacks. Jog in place, 2 jumping jacks. Now if you can't do your jogging in place, tap it out to the side. Get back to your jogging, tap it out to the side. So find what's going to work for you, but keep moving. Jog and jack. Jog and jack. You got this. Awesome job. Getting that heart rate up now. That body's warmed up. It's ready to go. All right, now we're gonna step out and step in. Out, out, together, together. This one always gets confusing because our body knows what it wants to do, but our brain is just like, yeah, I'm confused. First thing first is I want you to stay low. You're in a squat position, and then you're stepping out, out, together, together. Out, out, together, together. So if you need to do it slower than what I'm doing, that's okay. If you can do it faster, that's okay too. But the goal, don't let the butt come up. You want to stay nice and low, but you still want to protect those knees. So again, my bum's back. Out, out, in. You can see I'm not coming up. My shoulder, my head, they're at the same level. I'm just taking my feet out to the side. Do this, almost there. All right, couple more. And then we're gonna add another combination. All right, so we're marching in place. We're gonna do a pec deck with a shoulder press. So open those arms up, push overhead. Open them up, push overhead. As you march in place. Push, overhead. Pec deck, overhead. So we're trying to do 3 different things at one time. So make it confusing. Your coordination might not be there yet, but that's okay. As long as you're moving something. Open those arms up really wide and strong. Push them over your head. And then if you can, march faster. We don't want that heart rate to drop. But you go as fast or as slow as you need to get yourself through it. This is strengthening the chest, the back, your shoulders. Almost lost it there. All right, keep going. See, you gotta, if I stop to think too much about it, I'll mess myself up. So out, overhead, out, overhead. So squeeze, push, squeeze, push. Working more of those same rhomboid muscles again, and those shoulders. Keep marching in place. Remember, we're counting our steps. There you go. Nice job. All right, so now we're going to do high knees. So here's your little benchmark. You put your hands out in front of you. Try to get those knees up to touch it. If you can, that's fantastic. If you're not quite there yet, that's okay too. And now maybe doing this full out high knee is too much of an impact for those joints. Then just do a high knee march. Keep your hands out there as guides. And then take out that jump. But it's up to you. All right? You know me, we modify it wherever we can, but it's still so effective. Keep going. Get those knees up. See, you want to get them up high. You don't want low, not like this. Nice and high. There you go. Good job. We're almost there. Getting that little burst of cardio. All right. Now we're going to do a stair climb with bicep curls, alternating biceps. So you're staying with that march if you were marching before, but now we're squeezing those arms. If you have hand weights or water bottles, you're welcome to use them here. So, knees are up, bicep curls. But I'm squeezing those biceps. I'm making them really strong and tight. I'm not just flipping my arms up and down. So squeeze those muscles. You should be activating those shoulders too. And you're marching in place with that bicep curl. Again, weights are optional here. If you like to use them, go for it. There you go, nice. I've got some good music playing in the background, so I'm kind of marching with the beat of that music. There you go, you're almost here. Squeeze those muscles. All right, now sprint on the spot. Let's speed it up a little bit. Too much rest right there. All right, speed it up. Now your knees aren't high, our feet are low. We're just trying to go as fast as you can go. All right? As fast as you can go. The faster you are, the more steps you get. Remember, it's about those step counters, whether you got a pedometer, it's on your phone, it's on your watch. Always keeping track of how many steps. Keep going. This is a good time if you feel like you need a water break. More power to you, go for it. I'm gonna still sprint on the spot for those who don't need a rest yet. But I encourage you to drink that water, get a towel if you need it. Keep sprinting as fast as you can go, maybe a little faster. Dig deep here. We're getting tons of steps, I love it. Pumping those arms, keeping that heart rate up. There you go, keep walking. All right, so let's change it up. I'm gonna start at the back of my mat. And I'm gonna walk forward, kick. As I walk back, back kick. Walk forward, front kick, back kick. Forward, back. So I'm walking and kick forward, walking, kick back. There you go. So this is a forward kick followed by like a donkey kick. All right, let's switch legs. So now my left leg is gonna kick forward. So kick forward, left, legs. This is good for your balance. There you go, nice. Get that leg up nice and high in the front as well as the back. There you go, you got this. All right, let's go ahead and do the grapevine. So all of you in that maybe older generation know what the grapevine is. So that's stepping back and back. So feet shuffle back behind you. Add a little arm movement there. And you can go as slow or as fast as you need to. Again, I kind of got the YMCA playing back here, so I'm moving to the beat of that song, which is a classic. Keep going. Tap behind you. Your feet cross behind you in the back. So not in the front. Your grapevine, feet cross in the back. So if I slow it down, criss, cross, cross, forward, back, forward, back. So it's like a little dance step. So you can go as slow as or as fast as you need to. All right, last one here. And then we're gonna do a tiptoe walk. So I want you up on those tippy toes, hands on your hips, and walk to the front of your mat or about a few steps forward and then right back. Forward and back. Staying high up on those toes so that you're strengthening your calves. And I want you to check your form right now. So your shoulders should be back, chest is out, head is up, so you could balance a book on the top of your head. You guys, keep going. Back and forth. There you go, good. Maintaining that nice, good posture, shoulder, hips, down to the knee and ankle. So all you're doing is back and forth. Again, you can go as slow or as fast as you need to maintain that balance. There you go, I'm on my tippy toes. All right, so let's stop here. So now we're going to jog in place, 2 squats. Jog in place, 2 squats. There you go. So last time we did jumping jacks, now we're doing 2 squats. This is all about the legs today. And 2 squats. A few jogs, don't have to be precise. Jump out, squat, squat. Now, of course, you don't have to do the jump out like I am. You can always just walk it out and squat, squat. It's up to you. And then remember, we've been doing these enough. You want to make sure when you squat, your bum goes back towards that wall away from you like you're sitting down in your chair. So you're protecting these knees. So a few jogs, jump out, squat, squat. A few jogs, jump out, squat, squat. There you go, you're almost there. Getting nice and low in those squats, strengthening those quads. Excellent. A few more here. Just remember to keep breathing. There you go. All right, so now we're going to do tap and step. So you're pointing your toe as you step that foot out in front of you. So it looks like this from the side. Again, moving those arms. You can keep them on your hips too, it doesn't matter. But I just want you to really point that toe so you're getting those calf muscles. You got it, keep going. All right, you're almost there. All right, good. Really point, squeeze those muscles, tighten everything up. Focus on your core too, don't forget about that. All right, awesome. A couple more, and then we're gonna do a wide reach overhead, followed by down low. A couple more taps, tap on that toe. All right, so now some wide stance. We're gonna come high, reach low. High, reach low. We're just focusing on one side right now. So my right arm goes high, my left arm goes low. high, low, high, low. If I slow it down, it looks like this, high, low, high, and low. If you need more, you can reach and touch the floor as you push up, reach and touch the floor. Up to you. 2 more on this side, and then we're gonna switch. Last one. Now left arm rises up overhead. Left, low, high, and low. If I slow it down, reach high, reach low, high, and low. Back to normal pace. If you need more, tap that floor, or just reach a little bit further towards the ground. You got this. Another good cardio move. Always got to throw those in. You're almost there. Reach high, go low. Reach high, go low. Stretch out those shoulders. All right, then we're going to do our butt kicker. So let's go right into it. Let's kick that butt. We're going to take some names while we do it. So heels, come back to that bum. Pull and pull. So arms should be nice and strong. If you have weights here, you're more than welcome to use them. And pull those elbows strong towards one another so you can squeeze those shoulder blades together. If you need more, if this is a little bit too easy for you, then do full-on butt kickers. I will not argue with that. Still incorporate those arms. You're doing a wonderful job no matter which version you do. Again, this is your standard. What I just did was your advanced. Bring those heels up. Tap that bum. Now we're going to do an in-out squat. This is out, out, in. So first, let's stay low. Feet together, then they go apart. Feet together, then apart. So in, out, out, in, out, out. Remembering, stay low. You don't want that bum to come up. It's like you got that chair right behind you the whole time. And then if you can, go a little faster. Out, out, together, together. And if you have to say it out loud to remind your brain of where your feet are supposed to be going, that's okay too. Nobody's there with you. There you go, out, out, together, together. Staying low. My shoulder, my head stays at one spot. I'm not popping up. Almost there. All right, so now we're gonna march. This is 3 components. March, pec deck, shoulder press. March, pec deck, shoulder press. So we're combining 2 of our machines from curves. The pec deck to strengthen your chest and back. The shoulder press to strengthen those deltoids or those shoulders. And then of course we're marching in place because we need to get our steps. Nice job. So don't think too much about it, just open up, overhead. Open up, overhead. Elbows come back, squeeze those shoulder blades, and then bring those arms overhead. You can do it. All right, you're almost there. Feel a good upper body workout. And then we're gonna go right into those sprints. Now I'm gonna sprint on the spot. This is your chance for a water break. So if you feel like you need to get some water, you need a little break, this is your chance right now. I'm just gonna keep still sprinting while you get your little break. If you're not breaking, you're sprinting like I am. You're not sitting down on the sofa. All right, keep moving those feet. Remember, this isn't high knees, this is just really sprints on the spot. You can do this. All right, you're almost there. A couple more seconds. All right, break is over. So now we're gonna start on one side of the mat, start low, and we're gonna shuffle. side to side, side to side. So you want to stay nice and low. Again, you don't want that bun to come up out of the air. The lower you can get, the better. But of course, be aware of those knees. Good. And if you can't do the shuffle part, you're just going to walk side to side. Walk side to side. We're just taking out that impact. Now, what if you need more? Maybe this is too easy. Squat, touchdown. Shuffle, squat, touchdown. This is your advanced move. Maybe this is something you're building up to. So either way, shuffle or step, whatever works. All right, so now if you want those weights, we're going to do that stair climb with a bicep curl. If you don't have weights, that's okay too. I just want you to put your hands in a nice strong fist. Squeeze those biceps, squeeze those shoulders, and alternate them. There you go, as you're marching in place. Get those knees up high. You can do it. Focus on your stomach too. Your core should be strong at all times. If you have lower back issues, it really comes from that core, so keeping everything tight right in here does help relieve back pain, as well as those glutes. We need strong glute muscles, and we're definitely targeting those today. So bicep curl. So arms come up, squeeze as you do that high march. All right, almost there. All right, let's go right into high knees. Okay. Remember, this is your hands are your marker. Now our knees are higher up. Before it was a sprint, so our feet are lower to the ground. Now your job is to get those knees up nice and high. So if you see from the side, I'm trying to get them up as high as I can. Hands are your marker. Keep that core tight. There you go. If you need to take out the impact, you're going to do the high knee march. This is what it's going to look like. That's your modification. Otherwise, you can go right to here. You keep that heart rate going. Heart is a muscle. You want to make sure your curve's strong. Keep going, you got this. A few more here. And then we're going to do that front kick, back kick. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to start at the back of my mat. Few steps forward, front kick, few steps back, back kick. So a donkey kick. Forward, back. Forward, and back. There you go, good. That heel goes up towards the ceiling. So my right leg right now is kicking forward. My left leg is doing back. So let's go ahead and switch. Now left leg kicks forward, right leg donkey kick. Left leg forward, right kick. Left, right rear kick. And move those arms. Don't let them just stay by your side. That's keeping that heart rate up, that arm movement. Get those legs up as high as you can go. You're almost there. And then we're going to do our tiptoe walk. All right, so let's go ahead and do our tiptoe walk. So hands on those hips, up on those tippy toes, and you're walking forward as you walk back. So it's forward and back. Remember, shoulders are back, chest is out. If you had a book on your head, you'd be able to keep it up there without it falling off. So if you need to slow down with this to really focus on form and posture, then that's what I want you to do. Otherwise, if you feel confident, you can move faster. If you feel really confident, try closing your eyes while you do it. As long as you don't run into any furniture, but that adds another dynamic to it as well. So stay up on those toes, don't let your heels touch the floor. There you go, a couple more here, and then we're gonna step, touch it out. Good. Last one back. Now we're gonna tap it out. So point that toe, tap that floor, move those arms. There you go. This is concentrating the efforts on your calves. So as we approach summer, you get all those great sandals. You want to have rockin' calves to go along with it. All right, good. Keep tapping. All right, from this side, looks like this. You can move to the beat of the music. Go as fast or as slow as you need to. Doing an awesome job. I'm super proud of you as always. I can't say that enough, or maybe I do. I thank each one of you for tuning into a workout. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna do that jog in place with the 2 squats. So jog, jump out, squat, squat. Jog in place, jump out, squat, squat. Again, it doesn't matter how many relief jogs you do in between, but just make sure you do 2 squats. And you don't have to do the jump out. You can just step out, squat, and squat. That'll be fine too. Maybe you can get a little bit lower than you did last time. Your muscles are nice and warmed up. There you go, good job. Awesome work. Your best 30 minutes of the day. You're getting your legs stronger, your heart stronger. You're improving your balance and flexibility. So enough said. And I thank you. Your body thanks you. A couple more here, guys. You can do this. Get low. Jog it out. Get low. All right, awesome job. Okay, so we're gonna go into the shuffle, staying low. So get low first and shuffle and shuffle. Depending on how much space you got in your room, will depend on how many shuffles you get to each side. I don't want to run into my machines. There you go, nice job. Remember, if you need to slow it down, you're just going to take out the shuffle. You'll just walk side to side. If you need to add more, come up, squat, shuffle, down, touch the ground, shuffle, down, touch the ground. This is your advanced. This is your mid-range. And this is your lower impact. And you can see I haven't come up from either of them. You want to keep those legs down low, keep your butt low. There you go, awesome job. Your hands can also be on your hips. I just like to keep them in front of me. There's no real right or rhyme reason. Okay, last one here. All right, so let's go ahead and do that reach, and then we're ready for our cool down. So first time, right arm over your head, right reach, left low, right high, left low. So this is your medium, this is your basic move. If you need to slow it down, it looks like this. This is a slower version. If you need a little bit more advanced, you're gonna touch the ground. Kick those legs out. There you go. So 3 different levels. Take it what works for you. We've got 3 more on this side. That's 1, 2, and 3. Let's switch. Left goes up, right down. Left up, right reach. So my left arm reaches over my head. My right arm reaches down. Again, slowing it down, looks like this. Speeding it up with more advance. Touch that ground. Touch that ground. Yep, that's it. The more you do this, the more flexible you're going to be able to come. And then basic. All right, we got 3, 2, and last one. March it in place. Congratulations, you just did a curves walking workout. I think I got at least 500 steps during that move or that exercise, so that's awesome. So we're gonna slowly start to bring that heart rate down, so that's where we're just marching in place. You got this. We're gonna march in place one side, do a little grapevine here, but a little bit slower. Again, we're trying to bring that heart rate down. We're cooling off those muscles. Make sure you're breathing. So super grateful to have you here with me today. All right. March back in place. Arms behind your back. Keep marching. And we're just raising those arms back up behind you. We're stretching out those shoulders. We use those shoulders doing that reach and that combination with the shoulder press. If you can't quite grab your fingers today, that is all right. Just reach as far towards those hands as you can. Then I want you to bring them out in front of you. Still marching. Can be just nice and slow. We still want to add up those steps. We're reaching out in front of you so you can strengthen those shoulders. This is the upper back, mid-back, arms. There you go, good. All right, now to the side. So now we're gonna just step back and forth. I'm reaching to my left side. I've got my left hand on my right wrist. And I'm just tapping my feet back and forth. Slowly bringing my heart rate down. Now switch to the other side. Really reaching out towards that ceiling. There you go, you got this. Still breathing. All right, good job. Now let's bring those arms out to the side. You're gonna push those arms back. So from the side it looks like this. And I'm still tapping my foot back and forth. You got this. Make sure your arms are level with your shoulders. My palms are facing forward. All right, now let's just bring it to a stationary march in place. Let's bring one arm behind your head. Grab that elbow with the opposite hand and gently pull down towards your back. Oh, good. Gentle little march in place. We're just slowing it down. Now let's switch. Grab that right elbow. Keeping your core muscles nice and strong. All right, so now we're gonna cool it with the marching. We're gonna stretch those legs. So take one step out with your left leg. Your left toe is pointed up. Right hands, your hands over your left knee, and just stretch it out. My back leg is bent, so if you see it from the side, this is what it looks like. If you're a little bit more flexible, you're welcome to go further down that leg. This is stretching all behind your leg. Those are your hamstrings. Let's switch. So now my right leg is straight. My left leg is bent. And your hands can be right above that knee. You can grab your toe wherever you can reach. All right, celebrate that we're done. All right, a couple more leg stretches and then you will be done. So I'm gonna balance first on my right leg. I'm gonna grab that left ankle, bring it back behind my leg, and maybe your arms out to the side. Maybe you're holding on to a steady chair, that's okay too. Wherever you're at, just find your balance. You're stretching out the front of your thigh. Go ahead and release the foot. Now let's do the other side. So grab that leg. I'll put my hand out for that counterbalance. Bring those thighs together. Those thighs should squeeze together if you can. You got this. All right, so we're gonna do a last leg stretch and then we're gonna do a couple deep breaths and you're done. So lunge to one side, bring this foot up, and just lunge as deep as you're able to. Hands right above the knee, or down to the floor, but just keep that chest up. Now let's switch. Pull your right foot up, your left knee is bent. Now keep an eye on that knee. Don't let it go past your toe. If that's happening, stick your bum further back. Keep that toe lifted. You should feel right here in your adductor muscles. Or you can have your hands here. All right, plant that foot. Gradually bring those feet back together. We're going to take a couple deep breaths and you're done. So big inhale, exhale, big inhale up, exhale. Last one here. Inhale and exhale. As always, wonderful job. You guys are amazing. I hope you got a really good workout. Check your pedometers to see how many steps you got during the class. And so this was our curves walking class, a little lower intensity today. So if this is one of your favorites, then save it on your favorites. And also give me a shout out that you did your workout so I know who's following me. So have a great rest of your day. Thanks again for joining me, and until next time.